can pull this to a game number 3. It's game 2. Bigatron Alpha on that red side, Smart Omega on blue.
Alright, let's see how they're going to be starting on the top side of the map. They're going to end up towards the EXP side. It makes sense, Key. If he can get like an early retribution from Andoryu, that means Supercat can start walking up.
He's definitely going to force it out. Yep. So Andoryu has to use his retry, but thankfully, you know, the clear speed almost the same. I think the difference is going to start becoming apparent after Supercat gets this purple buff. Chanu can't really walk up to him.
I mean, Chaknu is nearby to kind of speed this up, and Lethal Wanderer falls into the hands of Smart Omega. Supercat can technically contest if he knows. Yeah, I mean, Key has already communicated he's using retry. He knows it's coming up in about 7 seconds.
He's gonna retry that way. Supercat will lose the Firaga armor first. Easily start peeling back. He gets out.
Yep, and this is the beauty of X-Borg as well as Matilda. They're allowed to poke and prod at Smart Omega, and Omega have to respond by using their bodies to say, hey, we have enough damage to kill threat you. You got to be able to get out of here. And with that guiding wind, it makes it so easy, even if Supercat doesn't actually have his Firaga armor.
So he is finally going to get the orange buff, but in terms of experience, I believe he is going to be slightly behind Supercat. He's showing on bot side. This matchup as well, Ryota, he wants to freeze the wave closer to his turret.
Man.
The pool, guiding wind to get out again.
Super early rotation coming out from the side of Smart Omega. They technically could have gotten a proxy here if they wanted to rush level 4, but they opted not to do it. I think at this point, it's about the mid lane, and they also want to make sure that Chaknu hits 4 as well at the same time.
Yeah, Supercat slightly ahead of him. They were able to zone Lord JM out prior to this wave. So Lord JM will need to just be patient to hit that level 4. Moreno, wings by wings forwards to find Andoryu, pushes him away. But fighting into an X-Borg jungle, not that easy. Feather airstrike used very early on. Bigatron Alpha starting to walk forward. Lord JM on the side with the penalty zone in tow if they need it. Earth Shatter just missed. And this is a good angle for Bigatron Alpha to make a play. Lord JM tries to go for the penalty zone, cancel for the first time, but now connects. The NetherRealm is going to protect him from last Sandy, but not fully though. And Andoryu still ends up going down to the explosion. Turtle for Bigatron Alpha and a kill.
They really took their time with that one. They took way too much time, in a matter of fact. It felt like Smart Omega was trying to get into that backline, but never saw the opportunity because Bigatron Alpha was making sure that Andoryu did not have the space or a clean way to get on top of Moreno. I think at this point, Andoryu should have just given up the Lord at that point if he's not finding these angles, especially since they don't necessarily need to commit these ults unless they find that advantage, or at the very least catch somebody from Bigatron Alpha out of position.
Even Emman is ahead of Joam. Somehow.
Hey, he's winning out in this lane, I suppose. I think he's just gotten more river crabs, unfortunately.
We'll see Bigatron slight goal advantage. This has spelled a bit of problem for Smart Omega, seeing that previous fight could have gone so much uglier, but Moreno was brought up to the top side. They want Joam dead for the airstrike. 2 connecting. That means more gold plating for Emman, potentially.
They do spot Chaknu rotating up towards this top side. Bigatron and Alpha just want to create this lane advantage for Eman. If one of them has to take an early recall here, they're going to lose quite a bit of gold plating.
Yeah, I know you just see the guiding wind, but there's a circling eagle. He just repositions.
Wow.
So hard to catch.
He's hard to catch, but on the top side, Joam using that Spirit of Destruction to cancel Eman's recall, right? And now look at this level lead.
This should be a kill. Won't put Purify into a BMI. Yeah, Eman set that up prior, like way before.
Wait, do they not want to like deny? Oh, there's not enough of a wave to take full advantage of this. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. Smart Omega, they back up here. I was thinking whether they wanted a proxy to stop Key or even Eman from actually regrouping underneath the tier 1 to try and catch and soak up the EXP in gold.
Bit of a salvation. Key will assist Eman to get back into the lane faster. Second turtle up. Supercat, I believe he is 2 levels ahead of Andoryu. Should be an easy objective for Bigatron Alpha.
Well, we say that, but then again, looks like Smart Omega realized they don't exactly have a lot of position. They could try and force something here, but unfortunately with Lord JM so nearby, that penalty zone is quite the threat.
Not just that, the X-Borg AoE damage. I mean, Smart Omega, they need a bit more time.
Oh.
Andoryu putting on some pressure, but turrets left doesn't really care too much.
This is a good play coming in from Smart Omega. The macro-wise, they knew that they had a way to actually make sure... Oh, he won't take this, will he? He does!
Well, he actually takes it. It's just Eman. And that's a flicker from Key.
Whoa, fast! Smart Omega, fast on the draw. Now they want the top tier 1 on the top side as well, right? We see that Super Ken is on the bottom side to maybe look for a trade, but this could be bad.
Yeah, Eman, he's going to be stuck on by Ryota, using Blazing Duet to get the shield. The Vengeance used, but Eman able to get away. Key does go down for the airstrike, even committed by Moreno, but the damage is just not enough.
Not enough at all. And now Smart Omega, they have to start backing up here. Speaking of which, speaking of backing up, looks like Super Ken has found Andoryu in the jungle.
So Bigotron Alpha at least able to get some sort of recovery. Moreno taunt underneath his turret. Lord JM in a rough spot. Pull back. Penalty zone missing Ryota, so he flickers the Key to the rescue.
Super Ken finally getting back into the middle of this fight. Looks like he set it up well, make sure that all the battle lines were focused on the opposite side of the map, and they do get a trade of the tier 1 down bot. Gold lead is so dead even between both of these teams and not getting too much, but you can see how proactive they are, and also the way that they respond to each other's movements.
Key's just walking up. See Bigotron Alpha not really amping up the pressure, not putting pedal on the gas to go for invade, but at least Super Ken is constantly 2 levels ahead of Andoryu.
Then the same argument can be made about Smart Omega. Joam is at least 1,000 gold ahead of this quad so far. Already has the golden staff in these fights. He's going to be able to pump out more damage for now, but we're waiting until whoever gets that Winds of Nature first. It's so important to have in this match.
Something Ego. He's very early. Smart Omega trying to break the Frag Armor. Super Ken Spill's destruction completely misses. This goes in between of everyone from Bigotron Alpha. For the S right now, the juggling of skills from Bigotron Alpha, even pulled in by the Guiding Wind just to land an extra shot onto Chaknu. Bigotron Alpha now have an angle to go for an engage. Praise grab used. Timing was perfect. Smart Omega gets the turtle, and the penalty zone, big one on the 4th, followed by the last Sandy, only getting the Edith. And that's not enough. Bigotron Alpha would need a lot more than just that, but that's all that they would get.
Joam is in the fight finally. Iman was actively trading against Joam along the bottom side river just to slow him down on the rotate because he missed the Spear of Destruction. That being said, Bigotron is going to be walking away with 1 extra kill in the pocket, 7 minutes 53 seconds into this game.
Still dead even. Bigotron Alpha wants some damage on the mid tier 1.
Momentum is falling in their favor. At the very least, BTR is really good at the siege.
Okay, Spear of Destruction connects. Or JM again pulled out by the Guiding Wind. Status, the insurance is the feather airstrike. So all things considered, I mean, Smart Omega and both teams only losing that bottom tier 1, with Bigotron Alpha losing his top tier 1 also.
I mean, very, very slightly for Smart Omega, but Bigotron Alpha just keeping up the pace with them, right? They're a composition that, like, if they want to make a proactive play, a certain condition needs to be met, and it needs to be the right targets. In this case, Ukir or even Joam. Taking out, like, the jungler Andoryu or even Chaknu would be ideal as well, but that's assuming that Smart Omega aren't corralled around these two.
Lord JM and Moreno have been doing a great job just keeping Smart Omega in check. First item, Blood Wings for the Farsa. Should be going towards the NOD. Next, either that or Lightning Truncheon.
These movements coming in from Bigotron Alpha, they have the 4-in-1 setup going, but the 1 is Super Ken. They know that he can actually tank a lot of the damage and actually wins out a majority of the side laners as well. Does net another turret for the team with his momentum, and I think that Bigotron Alpha, at this point of time, I'm looking at the Moreno's item specifically. First item, Blood Wings this time.
Yeah. Even for Super Ken, I think he's probably going for the Oracle. Yep, just got it. Just to make use of the Guiding Wind shield. And, I mean, he's doing so much damage.
He's so far ahead. 2 levels against Andoryu at this point of time. Making these neutral objectives, the longer it goes, the worse it gets for Smart Omega.
Bigotron Alpha not committing to it. Going to rush this, but they know that they can always have priority over the Lord. Not that easy for Smart Omega to walk up. Andoryu showed himself already.
They're going to deal with the mid-wave. They always have to deal with the mid-wave, right? Both teams don't want mid-tier 1 to actually collapse because then it gives free access into their own jungles. so far, with this like 3-level lead coming in from Supercan, I think the rest of Bigatron Alpha want this tier 1 a little bit more than the Lord.
Emman is eating good. He had to flicker to safety, and this Lord is going to be crucial. It's going to be secured by Joab. As vengeance used by Ryota, Bigatron Alpha would take this fight. Supercan still has a fragile armor, but Joab takes Spirit Destruction to the back, and it goes first the splash from Ukil to kill off the Farsa. Plot gets one back. Lord JM just hammers Joab into the grave, and Bigatron Alpha barely wins the fight, and they find Doryu on the side as well.
That was so close. I mean, Bigatron Alpha would have been... He's live, right?
The brace by Hugh!
Oh!
Festival of Blood!
One more time!
Body of a Smith!
Ah!
The Ankus gonna get everyone! Ukyo needs to get away with the Shadow Stampede. He's on the chase, brings Lord JM. Does not land the execution strike, but movement speed, Ukyo.
Oh!
Eat the hammer, boy!
Finally goes down. The Lord had already spawned in Bigatron Alpha. Now need to do some homework and clean up these waves. The house chores aren't going to get done by themselves.
Well, they have nullified the Lord advantage for Smart Omega, that is for sure. Supercan should be able to hold out this Lord all on his own. Biggest difference maker, Lord JM. What a crucial kill.
What a crucial... Oh! Oh!
Wow, they're committing everything.
Oh!
Changmi's dead. Maybe not. Penalty zone by Lord JM already. Has NetherRealm used. Good energy eruption by Andori. The flicker into Shadow Stampede. And a turnaround. Fragile armor does explode, but Smart Omega finding a kill onto Key.
Ah, man, Bigatron Alpha as of right now are not utilizing Supercan that well, right? Despite the 4-in-1 setup they actually have going, they do actually need Supercan to be a part of that front line to make sure that Andoryu or even Ryota can't just walk up willy-nilly. Oh.
Thank goodness Supercan just got his Fragile armor back, but Ryota, he's not getting out of this one. Even committing his vengeance last sanity from Supercan cannot find a viable target now. Chooses to fall back. Or GM does have Andoryu in the sight. Emman on the chase. Andoryu turns it around. Spirit Destruction connects. Emman able to BMI to safety, but Joam takes his ultimate anyways. And Joam now finds himself in the midst of battle, but takes down Key regardless. Changnu will be just shot down by Emman with the help of Super Ken. But Joam continues to fight through the pain. Fights to kill Fingers on top of Moreno for the double kill. And it's just Super Ken 11. Joam will continue on his rampage. And Smart Omega have found a huge opening.
And that's the equalizer, Supercan. He's got to clear these waves up. Throw your body in there.
Let's see a red tree. I don't think he is. Joam is just going to go for the end. And Smart Omega